The Song of Hathor, A Tale of Ancient Egypt, by Alex Wynne Ashwood. In the heart of Thebes, the palaces of Pharaoh Amenhotep III blazed with gold and marble. Amid the glory of Karnak's pillars and Luxor's avenues, a single melody echoed through the morning air. The harp of Khepri, a humble court musician. Princess Meritamen walked among painted colonnades, her sandals whispering across polished limestone. Draped in white linen and gold, she was the image of Hathor herself, adored yet untouchable. But as she passed the courtyard where Khepri played, their eyes met, and though the rules of Mart forbade it, her lips curved in the faintest smile. That night, Khepri dreamed of a goddess with eyes like stars, wearing the crown of Hathor, a sun disk cradled by cow horns. She touched his harp, and when he awoke, its strings carried a deeper resonance. To him it was no dream. Hathor had blessed his music, and in that blessing, a dangerous path began. Thebes burst into celebration for Hathor's festival. Wine flowed, incense curled through the air. Dancers swayed with sistrums, and the Nile glittered beneath lanterns. Meritamen was paraded as the living embodiment of the goddess, crowned with lotus blossoms. Khepri played in the orchestra, each note of his harp a secret message carried to her heart. Amid the festival's chaos, Meritamen slipped away into the temple gardens, where papyrus reeds whispered in the night breeze. There, beneath a statue of Hathor, Khepri found her. Words faltered, but their silence was louder than any declaration. When their hands touched, the goddess's presence seemed to shimmer in the air around them. But nothing stayed hidden in the palace. The priest of Amun, ever watchful, murmured of impropriety. To them, a princess's honor was not her own, but Egypt's. They warned Pharaoh of omens. Hathor's blessing could turn to wrath if boundaries were crossed. Khepri felt eyes follow him through every hall, and whispers grew sharp as knives. Meritamen, undaunted, sent Khepri a token, a necklace of lapis carved with the face of Hathor, hidden within his harp. He kissed the stone as if it were her lips. That night he sang softly to the goddess, not a plea for courage, but gratitude for love, however brief it might last. Their secret unraveled when a jealous courtier, seeking favor, revealed the tryst. Khepri was dragged before the priests, his harp shattered at his feet. Love is not yours to claim, they thundered, but the gods to grant. Yet as they condemned him, the necklace of Hathor glowed faintly in the torchlight, as though the goddess herself defied their verdict. At dawn, Khepri was bound and cast onto a small boat, set adrift upon the Nile as punishment. Meritamen stood hidden among the temple columns, tears glistening as she watched the current steal him away. But even as the priests declared Hathor's wrath satisfied, a heron flew low across the river, the sacred bird of the goddess, guiding his boat safely to the reeds. Khepri never returned to the palace, but he played his harp in secret on the banks of the Nile, his music drifting across the water at dusk. Legend whispers that Meritamen would sometimes walk alone at sunset, listening for his song. And when he finally laid down his harp, it is said that Hathor welcomed him, not as a musician, but as a lover whose song outlasted the silence of time.